you'll have to forgive this stream being a bit rough and ready because I've got my screens everywhere at the moment. And I've just been shouting at people in games. But I'm here for a reason. And it comes a little bit late for a couple of people. The first reason that I'm here is I was watching videos today. And one of the videos I was watching was this chap here. Now if I just move me out of the way, okay, and I shuffle this down, oops, I'll just shuffle me out of the way a bit, there we go, we can see YouTube, and I hope he doesn't mind that I'm going to show his YouTube on my stream, but this is VW Westlife. Really enjoy VW Westlife's content, and he had this video up, and this video is about people hitting the caps lock key, and he perfectly correctly points out that most keyboards have this little divot that stops you pressing the key, and I've got that on some keyboards, but others, like this one, you see, don't have it. There's no gap there. Now I don't have a problem touch typing. I mean, I'm only using my pinky on the shift if ever, so I'm actually touch typing, I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at the input, so I'm not really bothered. You'd expect that after so long being a programmer, but some people aren't able to do that. People look down at the keys and they're looking down all the time, and they look up and realise that they've touched the caps lock key and it's all in caps. So what do people suggest? Well, Lloyd, who's this chap here, I've seen Lloyd before. Believe it or not, I've not subscribed to you yet, Lloyd, but I will be.
Now, I've made a modification. Can you see to my computer keyboard? Yes, there it is.
Yes, I see, Lloyd. I see you broke your keyboard. It's just broke.
And sometimes people on seeing my keyboard, they say, "Oh, Lloyd, I see your keyboard's in a bit of a state."
No, it's not a bit of a state. It's just broken. And the reason Lloyd has done that is because he keeps touching the caps lock key, and he must be looking down and typing again things, and looks up and everything's in capitals, and that's a problem. And I get that is a problem, but it isn't the fault of the caps lock key, really, is it? And you know, it's not the fault that the thing didn't beep at you, which is a point that Lloyd makes, that things should beep. You know, it should let him know, or there should be something. There is obviously the light on most keyboards, but there used to be a light directly on the caps lock key, and if you've got the little divot shape, it's a different thing. And the other chap is old 64 Goat, old Goat. I don't know his actual name.
Sometimes I'll go, you know, and sometimes I'll take my eyes off the keyboard.
Exactly, he takes his eyes off the keyboard
and look up at the screen, and that's when I hit the cap lock key.
You see, he's looked up, he's seen everything, he hits the cap lock key, he's carried on, and he's typing in stuff.
So folks, if you want to disable your cap lock key without messing up your computer by going into the registry, pull the key off, take the center portion of the key out, don't remove the part that holds it in, stick it back down on the keyboard, and you're in business.
No. He's absolutely right in that you say you don't want to mess up your registry. And there are lots and lots of places on the internet saying, change the registry, hack in there, change it about, you know, just fix it by removing the caps lock key. That isn't how you do it. It isn't at all how you do it. So what we actually need to do is have a look in the start menu. So in the start menu, if we type keyboard, we have all sorts of options. But if we see change how your keyboard works, and we hit that, the first thing we can see there is turn on toggle keys. It says caps lock, num lock, scroll lock. This is for Lloyd, who said he couldn't hear it doing anything. If I now apply that, oh look, whenever I press caps lock or num lock or scroll lock, I can hear it doing something. You know, I can play Pong. Very badly, but I can play Pong. But that, I'll be honest, would drive me absolutely mental after a day if I was using caps lock, num lock, or scroll lock an awful lot. But that is there. That is there.
Always scan this section.
Always scan this. I couldn't understand what she said there. I think she means always scan this section, but she says it really badly. No, the next bit that we need to look at is we're going to the keyboard again. And there's other bits and bobs, there's on-screen keyboard, there's all sorts of stuff, but they aren't really helpful. They aren't going to let us change anything. What we need to type in is the word region. And we can see there, region and language. we open region and language and open keyboard, we can change our keyboard. So we've got this screen here, and we can add different keyboard layouts, all these different hundreds and hundreds of keyboard layouts. What we need to do properly, without hacking anything, without messing with our registry, without altering anything, without pulling our keyboards apart, is create a keyboard layout that actually doesn't have a scroll lock key. Sorry, a caps lock key. Is that possible? Well, it is. We need to look for Microsoft Keyboard Layout Creator 1.4. And it's a download from Microsoft that you can just Google for. So if I'll open that page, if it'll ever open, this isn't me, this is, I'm pretty sure, Microsoft being slow. And we have this download. So let's download it. And what is this? So msklc.exe. Well, let's cut it out of there and put it in a folder called keyboard. It's msklc, and we'll install it, and we'll set it up, and we'll go yes, and I agree, I go yes, and I know where it's going to put it, and I'll let it do it. So this is just going to install the Microsoft program. It's a real program from Microsoft. So we close that, and I can move my stream window. I'll link this into the bottom of the stream in a minute. And we can leave that open for now because we'll need that in a minute. I can close Task Manager just to stop confusing people. And now we can go in here and we can find Microsoft Keyboard Layout Creator. And there's just this thing here. What is this? Well, this lets you, click and pick what a key does. So if I wanted what is my Q key to actually send out an A, I could. People use this all the time. We used to use this in games to put things closer together on the screen. Before you could buy gaming keyboards and mice and things, this is what we used. So what I need to do is actually load an existing keyboard, and because I'm English United Kingdom, I'm going to load the English United Kingdom layout, if I can ever see it. Is it under British or is it under just United Kingdom? There it is, United Kingdom. So here's my layout. You can pick any you want, you want to use, because it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to now save that as, yes, I'd like to save it. I'm going to save its name. I'm going to call it Zealous. I'm going to call that no caps. So should I call it no caps? No caps, no caps, no caps. Don't care about the company, don't care about the copyright. English, we're leaving all this alone. So just save it. No, company can't be blamed. La, la. Okay? And I'm going to save it to my desktop. And I'm going to call it no caps. There it is, right there. Now if I open with and browse for Notepad, there it is. There is the layout. If I turn off word wrap, we can see all these keys. Now the only thing you need to worry about is any key here. This cap column means that it responds when you press the caps lock key. We don't want them to. So look for one that doesn't respond. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 don't respond. They all have zeros. That's what you need to do. Everything there needs a 0 where there's a 1 or a 5. Oh. Not a 10. That's me being very bad. Leave the bottom decimal 002 alone and save that again. That is our now edited layout. You can't do that edit except in Notepad. So now we need to just open that, so load a source file, and it's on my desktop, and it's no cap. There it is. So that's it loaded back in, and we go to project this time and build DLL setup project. Yes, we'd like it to verify it. So have a look. The verification tells us that there's a warning. Caps lock is not set for any of these items. Caps lock will not set and change between any of those to shift cases. That's interesting, isn't it? So it's now built it in a directory called, under my documents, no caps. Do I want to open a directory? Yes. And what do I see? I see these MSIs and a setup.exe. So I run the setup.exe. And just minimise everything out of the way. And it's asking for permission. Yes. Would it like to install this? It's been installed successfully. Close. Now I go back to this. Remember, we opened this with region and into the keyboard and language settings. Change keyboard. We've got United Kingdom no caps. And it's in there. I click OK. Open Notepad. This is the world as we know it. Now I hit caps lock. And it didn't work. Live on camera, it didn't work. Why didn't that work? It worked at work. Oh, I haven't got it selected. Sorry. Down here in the language bar, select no caps. That was me, people. I'm ever so sorry. So note the caps. And then we make sure we're still on no caps. We're not on no caps. And we're still in. So the caps lock is on. Caps lock is off. Caps lock is on. Caps lock is off. I'll show you live on camera if I can just twist this around to let you see. Caps lock. I'll show you the light even better. So there's the light. And I'll move this into view because it's not been in view all this time. So the light is off. We're typing lowercase. The light is on. We're still typing lowercase. There you go. That's how you should do it. And the benefit of this version, the benefit of doing it this way, is that anybody that comes to your PC, it isn't missing keys. You haven't ripped keys out of your keyboard. And if they really want to, they can go back down, as I just had a problem with there, because it wasn't staying. Go back down to normal. And now it's working again. And they can go back down to the language bar, put no caps back on. And do, you know, work away. Oh, so back on the United Kingdom. That's it. Go to no caps, and it's fine. Go to normal United Kingdom. You're back on caps. There. That's a bit finicky. That is just the language bar, I believe, but that's the way it should be done. If we show the language bar at the top, you can see no caps and United Kingdom in there. It lets you swap easily between French and English. If people are talking about using the WASD keys and you've actually got a, you know, whatever layout keyboard, you can alter things with a new layout and switch between them quite easily. So that's how you actually do it. That's how you go into regions and you set that value up. This is the Microsoft keyboard layout creator, and it comes straight from their own download right there. That's how you do it. That's how it should be done. If you're pulling keycaps off, you're doing something wrong, okay? You're defacing a good keyboard, okay? I'll piss off now and do something else because this is annoying me.